Hey guys, just working from home today, a little bit unshaven, just a plain t-shirt, but it's something that I just saw I really did want to make a quick little video on. Basically, it's in regards to how you will see lenders change over the next couple of months. And we've seen a really stark example of how they've kind of done that. Now, when I say change, I mean the RBA dropped the cash rate, so the 30-day interbank rate by 0.15% about a month ago, so start of November. Now, just after that point in time, pretty much on that date, we asked for some discounts for some current clients with a particular large bank, one of the larger institutions. Now, at the time, we got X discount, and I'll explain exactly what it was, but they're now giving a bigger discount. So what we saw was the RBA drop rates by 0.15%, 15 basis points, but pretty much no lenders actually passed that on. Now, ME Bank, as a standout example, actually did pass it on, but not many other lenders whatsoever. A couple of the online lenders and that sort of thing, but pretty much no one did. Now, are they going to eventually pass it on? Almost certainly. So they're going to start giving new clients better rates, and they already have done that. But what this shows really, really starkly is, so these are current clients that have been with the bank several years. We asked for a better discount on the variable rates at the start of November. Now, I said to my team, okay, well, let's just hold them for the moment. I think they're going to be doing better discounting soon. So we don't want to submit them in, because then we won't be able to get more pricing for a period of time again. So let's see if we can get something better in a month's time. Anyway, so we've just gone back to them now. So initially on the owner-occupier rates, we got 1.72 for these two particular clients. We're now getting 1.8% discount off the standard variable rate. The standard variable rate hasn't changed because, well, what the lender's words would essentially be is, well, it's more than just the 30-day interbank that affects our the cost of our rates. And they are correct in saying that. It's not the only determinant. However, it is certainly a determinant and should actually affect the cost of how they do business. This is pretty much, in my mind, very specific proof that it is and it does. So that's so now they've been given a 1.8% discount, which we'll obviously put through and accept, because that's the market discount now, considering we've had this rate decrease. So that's a 0.08% difference. So it's not quite 0.15, but it does show, hey, we're discounting more heavily now. Now, that's not even for new clients. For new clients, I'm sure we're going to start seeing that 15 basis points actually built in, as opposed to kind of just smaller amounts and that sort of thing. But even a smaller amount, it still isn't an amount. So they certainly can't say, hey, this is just one factor. Our costs of providing the service haven't actually gone down at all, yada, yada, yada. Clearly they have, because you can discount further than you could have a month ago. Another client that was getting up 1.73 discount on investment loan. We've just got 1.82 given to us now, so 0.09%, so even further again. So it just shows that when you hear, I mean, it's one of those things that you kind of hear all the time. A bank will come out and say, okay, well, we can't change our rates down as much as what the RBA's basically changed the cash rate, because there are other costs to our funding that are taken into consideration. And they're exactly right. They don't get all their funding from the 30-day interbank rates. They don't. So it's very easy for them to say that and get away with it. However, is it a major contributor to pretty much all of their funding? Absolutely, absolutely. And it can be seen in the fact that they're discounting by a pretty similar amount after it's actually happened, but they're not passing that on to any current clients. So I suppose it really just shows the how you really do need to keep an ongoing conversation with your lender, because they will likely, certainly how the Australian system is set up, very kind of capitalistic. If you don't ask, you don't get. There is huge price discrimination, and it just happens, certainly in the variable rates world. You just need to ask. You really need to be knocking on the lender's door on a pretty consistent basis. So anyway, I thought I'd share that because it was pretty poor, and thought probably should be shared. Not that I'm going to share who the actual lender is. I want to maintain a little bit of distance. Anyway, it happens.